All right, it's going to be a trade recap on how I made $5,355.04 today day trading the Nasdaq futures. Um, that is with a couple evals, so it's low key less than that, but I'm using that for the thumbnail and the title. Anyway, this is the trade we took. Absolute banger, 2 minute long. So let's go over how I went over. Bro, why can I not speak? Anyway, let's go over why I took this trade. So first of all, if we delete everything, if we come over to market open, all right, well, we can see that price higher time frame we're bearish, right? We're bearish. We just delivered off this 4-hour gap. We sent price lower. We just we're going lower in the higher time frames. The daily time frame, we can see that we filled in this daily gap and went lower. So we're definitely bearish in the higher time frames. However, looking at the 1 hour looks pretty freaking bullish, but there's not really any good draws to go to. Like we have like this high right here, but this is the high that taps into that 4-hour gap, then it's lower. So I honestly saw no reason for this to be revisited, but it looks like today actually might end up getting revisited. And then this morning we had PPI news data came out. We didn't have much news candles. However, we did have this news candle right here at 8:22. Now this is from war news. This was not Forex Factory. This is on financialjuice.com. You guys can go look at that website if you want. But this was war news. So this was a data high coming into the day. And if we look at this low right here, okay, so guys, this low right here, this should not be revisited coming into the day. That's my idea, because this is a protected low, because if you can see here, it took out this low that was inside of a value gap. So a low that takes out an intermediate low is considered a protected low. Now, does that mean it's never going to get hit? No, obviously it's going to get hit eventually, but for today, coming into today, in my opinion, that was a protected low. So now if we come over to market open, where are we at? Okay, so here's market open. So here's market open. Right at market open, we open up this 30-minute fair value gap right here. So we open up this 30-minute, make this a 30-minute fair value gap. Now if we look at the lower time frames, we can see we have this generated, this low resistance liquidity leading up to this 30-minute gap. So now this is kind of my draw for the day. Again, I don't expect this low to get hit. I did not expect this low to get hit. I was not waiting for this low to get hit. I thought that we would be using like this 15-minute rejection block to send price higher. But however, if we do play price out, we can see that this low never ends up getting hit, but it does on ES. So I'm like, okay, that's honestly even better, because now we just have an SMT. So we form an SMT with these lows. We have all those low resistance liquidity above leading up to this 30-minute fair value gap along with these data highs up here. So this looks very nice. On this move down, we open up this 2-minute gap right here. We wait for that to get inversed. Boom, there's our inversion right there, pretty high close. So I put my stop at the bodies. Then I targeted the 30-minute gap. I actually targeted a little more, I think, because I got a little bit of a better entry like down here. And I targeted a little more to get a half pass on eval. But anyway, we play this out. I went break even at this high. Break even there. Then if we play this out, we can see we actually came down pretty close to my stop loss and jumped up. I'm pretty sure this was news. I'm not going to lie. I think news came, like we dumped down, and I think news came out and low-key pushed us higher. But I don't care. But then we can see, I don't care. We hit full TP, and you could have even held to the data high. I didn't, but absolute banger trade today. Very textbook. SMT, low resistance low or highs leading up to a high time frame gap and a data high, 2-minute inverse. There's actually, if we look on NQ, I actually marked this out, but I didn't end up taking it. There's actually a 30-second inverse way down here that you could have taken. Now I didn't take this just because there was no gap on MNQ, which technically like you could have taken this anyway. But yeah, but this would have been a banger trade if you took it on here, all the way up to that data high. Holy, look at that. That would have been a almost 1 to 5, 1 to 4.5 trade if you took that 30-second inverse. But I trade on MNQ. This gap did not show up on MNQ, so I was not able to catch this. I actually saw this, but I didn't take it anyway because of it not being on MNQ. That kind of sussed me out a little. So I just waited for the 2-minute, got it, took it, smacked it, full TP for a beautiful day. I called this trade out. I called this bias out and this trade out in my free Discord. So if you guys are not in there, join in the link below. Absolute sauce in there every day. Literally toast my daily bias and trade ideas as I'm trading every day. So make sure you guys join that up. And yeah, great day today. Great week so far this week. Today's Thursday. So let's see if we can have a great Friday and finish this week off strong tomorrow.